Boy, hear them July flies. Hopefully it doesn't affect the video too much. Alright, today I'm going to be going over the Blackhawk Sportster tripod. It seems like a really good quality. As you can see, it goes from 9 to 13 inches. It's a little pricey compared to some. I'll let you get a slow look at it in the package. Got the little locking right there, and what I liked about it is, as you can see right there, the traverse and pivot, basically tracking and pivot. I thought that was an interesting feature. Now, like I said, it is a little pricey for some I've seen online. It's almost doubled some of them that I've seen that seem okay. Maybe that means quality. Here's some of the instructions you can pause and read. But there's only one problem with this. If you don't know anything about tripods, the picture, it looks like, you know, maybe it glues on there, maybe it's got some kind of attachment. It's actually mounted on where your sling goes on your rifle. If you do not have a sling mount, you need to get one. This is the only way this is going to work. Others online actually clamp onto the barrel. Now, that's not a clean look, but it works if you needed to move it from one gun to the next quickly, you know, BB guns and things like that. This is more designed for, you know, more or less anything with a sling. Alright, let's get this thing open and see what it looks like. Okay, here's the other side of it. It's got the locking little legs, and this is the release. I'll show you that more detailed here in a minute. And there again is the instructions, of course hidden away inside, and you can't see until you buy it. Now, of course, most of you know, if you know anything about guns, but the ones you don't, there it is right there, directions. You do need a sling mount, sling swivel stud to make this work. And of course, mounted an inch away from the barrel for safety. And the rest of this is blah blah blah. So, let's get to the fun part. Well, it feels, well, it's actually quite heavy, but that's just part of it. And here's the part that mounts onto the bottom, of course going up through the hole. Okay, on this steel, I'm going to be mounting it on my 7mm Remington rifle. Alright, let's see what that looks like. I'm putting the tripod on my Remington 7mm. Do a little safety check. I've already taken that at the clip out. Bolts back. Nothing's in it. Empty. Now, this rifle I just bought is still pretty much out of the box. This is the way it came. Just a little, you know, added on toys on it. But then you got the sling mount, and of course this comes in the package. This is what grabs it with those little, you can see some little hooks right there. That's what will go around your sling mount to grab on, and of course it goes up through the bottom of this. Alright, what I've done is this little piece. What you have to do is you have to tuck it in. You slide it in through the slot, and both, I would call them grab pieces, come up through, and you can see them, how they open and close. And once you tighten it down, it grabs the actual sling mount. That's where it comes up through the back of it. Well, that's extremely easy to put on your sling mounts. It just bolts on. Turn the little bolt underneath to tighten it up against it. It's a good snug fit. Now, it does have a type of rubber against on the bottom, so it doesn't actually scratch your rifle if you had something more of a wood stock or walnut or something that you're worried about. But as far as quality, I'm going to have to give it a very good quality. Now, I think it's a little pricey, but I mean, you're paying for more than just, you know, the tripod. It's got other features that are really nice. Now, as far as the legs, I'll just do one. You loosen the little screw here on the side. If you pull it all the way, it will lock in place. To release it, you just push this little button right here, and it will come up quite quickly. You can pull it and turn to lock in any position you want, but then you have to release. Show you a better look at that. And like I said, pull all the way out, locks in place. This tiny button is your release. That's pretty much it. And as you can see, that's what it looks like underneath. Actually, let's see what it looks like sitting up. There you go. That's a lot better look. That's going to make it a lot funner shooting. And as far as, you might need to get a drag bag or something back here. I'm going to make another video of that later. You know, something that you can actually prop up underneath your rifle to get it up higher instead of having to put your hand underneath. But that's a good start. Yeah, I would say it's worth the money. Now, if you wanted one to be able to take on and off quickly without, you know, the sling mount post, they always make them where they will bolt up here around the barrel and then come down. And I think it being farther up, I would prefer it. It more or less levels it out. But overall, it looks good. Okay, let's see what this thing feels like. Now, as far as tracking, as you can see, very smooth. Nothing's rubbing. Boy, them July flies are loud. And here's your pivot. Your pivot, that's nice. That also feels very smooth. I still think a drag bag underneath helps out because, I mean, it's a good 3 inches off the ground right now. And if you had something, you know, full of some type of, I don't know, sand or something like that, stuffed in a sock, that's what I normally like using. It feels a lot better. It is unloaded. But overall, it feels very good. It doesn't seem loose, like it would snap. Yeah, I like it. So if you're thinking about getting one, I would say it's worth the money. And if anyone knows that this is the scope that come on this rifle, it's okay. If anyone knows a common man, you know, price for a rifle or a scope, you know, something around the $200 range, maybe $300, but that's extremely good quality. If you could leave it in the link below, I'm looking to get something nice. Thanks for watching.